My props to the cameraman. He's doing an excellent fucking job. And he ain't getting paid shit, so I just thought I'd bring something different and let you all know that it ain't just bad three-chord punk songs, that I also write bad poetry and bad short stories. So here's something I wrote on the 1-year anniversary of my amputation of my leg. There's no title, it's just a story. It's about 7 pages long. I never ran away with the circus, which is tragic, because I could have been good. As a kid, the circus never came through my town. I imagined high wire acts and clown cars and strongman acts. My idea of a circus was inflicted by stories of P.T. Barnum and the traveling freak shows and cartoons and television's nod to vaudeville and burlesque. So when I finally saw a circus, or what they were calling a circus at the time, underwhelmed doesn't even begin to describe the letdown I experienced. There was no bearded woman, no Siamese twins. There was no juggling tigers. I threw my popcorn at the elephants on the way out because I couldn't find the ringmaster. Otherwise, I would have flipped him off too. Now, 20 years later, I wonder, could I build a better traveling circus / vaudeville show? Dim the lights. Enter an old tattered coat and tails thrown over a stained and dirty t-shirt and jeans. Just hope that the stain is blood. And moth-eaten bowler with a cardboard stovepipe spray-painted black. All this wrapped around 85 pounds of skeleton and sinew. After a sip from a flask. After a sip from a flask that's inside the cane, the ringmaster snaps the lid of the top of the cane and then brings the cane down the floor twice. And the lights come up. Are you fuckers ready for the greatest fucking show on earth? The crowd screams and throws plastic beer cups and shoes. The ringmaster just abruptly taps his cane again. The lights tap. The lights flash. Well, tough shit. You get what you get for $10. Top of the cane flips open again, in between a musical bout of laughter, and turns to neighs and hee-haws. He starts to take a sip, and he starts to, in between the hee-haws, looks more like a donkey. I don't know, his ears just seem to be sagging, and his face somehow starts to look longer. It must be some kind of trick of the light. The lights keep flickering, and they seem to be following some sort of sequence or timing, on and off constantly. All of a sudden, a giant black horse with a white blaze on his face, right down the middle of his eyes. He's taken to the stage, and the possibly shape-shifting ringmaster starts writing math problems on a whiteboard. With the end of his cane, it seems to be like a MacGyver knife. And what looks like it's a Sharpie marker attached to the end of the cane. Sorry. So he's got a number board on the stage in front of the horse. And the horse is pure black. Oh, shit. So the horse has a block that he pushes back and forth into the number grid and to the corresponding numbers that the ringmaster is trying to get the problem to solve. You know, multiplication, he's taking through division problems. But all of a sudden he writes an algebra problem on the board. And the horse starts pacing back and forth. He starts to look nervous, and he just starts shitting all over the stage, pacing back and forth the whole time. And the ringmaster calls someone over, and in a not quite aside, you hear him say, "Wasn't someone supposed to take the horse to shit before the show?" The handler comes out to the stage, grabs Jericho's lead, and starts to walk him off stage. And then the horse stops and turns back to the crowd, goes down on one knee and bows. "The amazing shitting Jericho, take your bow, buddy," the crowd claps and the horse leaves. And the ringmaster says, "Anyway, after that fucking shit show, I still need to get this problem solved. Can somebody bring the projector up on and the lights down?" He starts using his cane as a laser pointer and a mouse now. It's a fucking MacGyver knife. And he pulls a graphing calculator up on the screen and he solves the problem that the horse couldn't. And he was starting to explain the graph and what it meant. And slowly he starts to look more and more human. And then just as his transformation finishes, the clown with a large hook pulls him off stage with an oof as the air was expelled from his lungs. The next act is a juggler. He pulls out a bowling pin, a Hitachi wand, and a giant fisting dildo, roughly the size and shape of a large man's arm. He juggles like a one-armed man with Alzheimer's. He throws the dildo up and looks up to the left and misses the catch. He seems confused. He stares at the black latex fist on the floor, looks around at the cloud, suddenly picks it up and starts throwing them up in the air like he was faking not being good at all, like the old rope-a-dope. And then he starts throwing it higher and higher and higher, and he starts bouncing off the ceiling, and he hits a camera, and it turns on, and the fist is stuck, so the fist is stuck on the camera. So he starts throwing the bowling pin and the Hitachi wand, and they both get stuck. And the vibrations move the camera so that it's pointing straight down at the stage. And all three items fall, and he catches them, takes a bow, puts the bowling pin, Hitachi wand, and the 3-foot fisting dildo in the bag that he brought up, and he takes a bow and leaves. The stage is empty, except for the whiteboard, with the graph head down from the solution. It's showing the solution on the whiteboard, and it's also projected over top of it is what the camera's seeing that the Hitachi wand moved down. And it's the same graph in shit. So where all the horse's shit was, it got smeared in the shape of the graph and spread all over the stage, and the graph and the paper. And the ringmaster riding Jericho behind the stage as the horse rears, and the ringmaster throws his cane at the breaker box, and there's sparks and a bang, and then darkness. And there's a pause for intermission. It says, "Pardon us while we pause for intermission so we can fix the power and bring the lights up." And then from some anonymous point in the center, off the arena in darkness, there's this drum starts. And fires begin to light across the emptiness. First, one fire, and then one lights two, and each of those light two more. And with them, men with torches in every direction. And then they're screaming. First one, and then another, and like they all join in. It just started growing and growing. And they're all screaming and dancing in the darkness across the arena. And there's a loud boom, preceded by that ringing tap tap of the ringmaster's cane. And everything fell silent. 30, 50, could have been a few hundreds of men painted white with loincloths, holding torches. They all took an offensive stance to the ringmaster. They had him surrounded, and they began to close the distance, stepping as one, and the second scream started up again. First one of them started spreading it, and then the others picked it up, growing in a monotonous insanity. At about 3 foot from the terrified-looking ringmaster, they all threw their torches at his feet. As two of the painted men came forward to tie the ringmaster, now flailing to escape, to a pole. Then the pole that suddenly appeared behind him. Sorry, it's dark. So the men start to chant. The lights come up fast, and the ringmaster all of a sudden is nowhere to be found. Nobody even saw him disappear, just like that. And the ropes that were holding are just laying there on the fire. And the marching band with 4 or 5 football players at the lead take the field. And they begin to chase everyone out of the arena with a parade of animals that walk past with the accompaniment of the band. There's a horse that's obviously been painted to look like a zebra, like spray paint, not even very good lines. And an almost zebra, maybe. A large shaggy dog, but he's shaved to look like a lion. Then there's a horse with a horn affixed to his head, but it's not like a unicorn horn. It's like the auga horn that you squeeze on a bike. And there's a man with a flea circus riding on top of a tiny elephant. The bearded man. This fucked up circus is falling apart. But that's where I'm at with that story. What do you think? Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Shit, tell me if you don't like it. I'm open to all types of comments. Who knows? Let me know. Feel free to like or comment or even share.